What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. I had to get to this. I've never reacted to Kelsey Cook before, so I get to be introduced to a new comedian, which is always fire. And she's talking about a homemade sex toy, and I always love the stories on this is not happening. We skipped the intro, and we're gonna dive right in. Before we do, if you guys happen to enjoy, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and let's get to it.
Podcast Cook, please give it up for Kelsey Cook.
The first time that I tried masturbating, I ended up in the emergency room. And it happened.
That would just make you never want to masturbate, have sex, anything. If the first time you ever masturbated, you ended up in the emergency room, bro, that's got to be so embarrassing because now your parents and your friends and everybody's gonna know.
Because I went through this super awkward puberty leading up to it. Like when I was 15, that was the year that all of my friends lost their virginity, and I was the only one who hadn't yet. So I felt really left out. Like my friends would talk.
I ain't gonna lie, that's the reason I lost mine. There was one, I was 19, so don't laugh at me. But there was one more friend in my group who was still, and then he lost his, and I said, bro, like I literally within a week. Because I said I can't be the only one left anymore. Everybody gonna be looking at me. And so not saying that I wish I could take that back and I wish I didn't do it like that and I wish I really did like wait for someone meaningful. But that just had happened. So I get what she's saying.
Talk about their favorite positions at lunch, and I would just bury myself in my sandwich, like, oh, cool, anal. Like, I was so naive. I had a very Lisa Simpson vibe in school. Like a guy passed me a note in math class that just said 69 on it, and I didn't know what that meant yet. I thought he was starting a math game with me. So I just built onto it. I was like, 69 divided by 3 is 23. Your turn. He was like, the fuck? No, this is not what you think this is. And I got teased for not knowing, and I kind of snapped, right? Like there was too many things building up. I was so sick of feeling left out and clueless, and I was sick of waiting for a boyfriend to lose my virginity to. So I got this crazy idea, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stick something up there so that I'll know what sex feels like, and I can feel cooler around my friends. I know how mentally unstable this sounds.
Yeah.
By the way, anytime you go.
But when we put it under the umbrella that you were a 15-year-old girl, I get it. At 15, we're just dumb. I mean, I don't think that some people are smart, I'll give you that, but most of us are just dumb. We make a lot of dumb decisions. We do a lot of things without thinking. And this is something she didn't think through the consequences of what could happen. So 13, she's 15, all her friends, she wants to fit in. You do something.
The homemade dildo route. Never a great idea. But I was so desperate to fit in that I just decided to take matters into my own.
I get it.
So, I was like, this is happening now. So I went home from school and I decided to look around the house for an object to lose my virginity to. And just like anyone's first time, I was super nervous. I'm like, oh my God. And I went to my mom's bathroom closet because it was just full of like phallic wonders, right? Just like Sonicare toothbrush handles and travel size shampoo bottles. But the thing that really caught my eye was she had this handheld manicure tool. You could put little attachments on top to like buff your nails, but the handle was shaped like a dick. A little too much like a dick, by the way. Like, whoever designed it was definitely targeting curious teenage girls and lonely housewives. It was bright blue. It looked like Papa Smurf's boner. Just, so awkward. The only problem I didn't notice at the time was that it was made of a grippy rubber material. Yeah, there's a little foreshadowing for you. But again, I knew nothing about that hole and like what should or shouldn't go in there.
And this is why mothers need to be talking to their daughters. Like, I get it may be uncomfortable. And I think that conversation is starting to change nowadays. But back then, they didn't think you should be doing nothing at 15. So they talked to you at 15. And I say back then, and she's not even old. Like, she's probably 15, like, I don't know, 10 to 15 years ago. So that's crazy. And if I'm gonna say 5 to 10 years ago because I don't want to say I'm terrible. So 5 to 10 years ago, and I don't know, but her mother was raised in a generation probably where that talk was not the most comfortable, or didn't imagine she had to have at 15. I don't know.
So I draw my pants and I, put my foot up on the side of the tub, as you do. You know, hi, sir, by the way. This is weird for both of us.
Yeah.
And I started to try and, make this happen, but I'm not aroused by anything that's going on. Frankly, I'm terrified, so I'm as dry as a dead man's mouth.
Jeez, the gritty material, add in the dryness. Oh my. It's not coming out.
My body is not helping me at all. So that combined with this grippy rubber material, it's like a kid trying to go down an unsoaked slip and slide. It's just like... Nothing. So I stop for a sec, and the sane part of my brain is like, dude, this is clearly not meant to be. You just need to wait to have regular person sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the crazy
Oh,
part of my
Lord.
brain was like, I'm not a fucking quitter. Marty crouched over naked like Golem. Like, we've come this far. Let's just throw the Hail Mary. So
I would say at 15, I would have felt the same. I would say I ain't no quitter. I wouldn't, not with this, but just in making a stupid decision. I say, I ain't no quitter. I'm gonna do it. At 30, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna walk away. Can't be done.
all of my desperation to fit in fueled my tiny pubescent wrist until I fit the manicure tool all the way inside of me.
Ooh, my son's trying to wake up. But I'm gonna let him chill for himself a little bit. He might fall back asleep. We're gonna finish this story. And I'm gonna get
And then I just stood there frozen for a second,
Going
looking at me
back
like,
to sleep.
ugh. And then I threw it out, and I threw it in the trash, and I got in the shower to like wash the shame off. And I knew
But she
that
said,
shower to
I'm
like,
sorry. I missed it because he started moving. I'm sorry.
and then I just stood there frozen, fit the manicure tool all the way inside of me.
Oh,
And then I just stood there frozen for a second with it in me like, ugh. And then I threw it out, and I threw it in the trash, and I got in the shower to like wash the shame off. And I knew that something was horribly wrong right away because I started to feel a burning and itching sensation. I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, I'll look at it with a mirror and maybe it will look fine. What I saw in that mirror still haunts my dreams to this day. My crotch had swollen shut. Closed like the bank on a Sunday. My pussy looked like Rocky's eye turned sideways.
And I remember that Mickey had to cut open Rocky's my favorite movie series of all time. Oh my god. Yeah, he might be joining us if he wakes up.
Yeah, no bueno. So my stomach dropped. I was like, oh my God, I need medical attention.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to tell a doctor exactly what I just did.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, I'm gonna have to tell my mom because I need somebody to drive me to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Like my puberty's just flashing before my eyes. Everything's coming to an end. So my mom is in bed at this point. She's doing like a crossword puzzle or something momsy. I walk in, pale as a ghost. She sees me and she's like, what's going on with you? What's wrong? And I was like, I don't know how to tell you this because you're never gonna see me the same way again. She was like, sweetie, nothing you tell me can make me stop loving you.
Oh my God.
And I was like, let's not say things we can't take back. I was like, I wanted to know what sex felt like, so I took your manicure tool and I put it. I put it inside me and now my vagina's gone.
Yeah, as a father, I would definitely be like, look at my wife and say, "This is your area. This on you." Um, yeah. If I ever had a girl, and I think if we have another kid, pretty sure it's gonna be a girl. But yeah, I would be like, I'm out. Don't want to know. Go to the doctor, get it taken care of. I'm gonna try to erase this from my memory.
And my mom was like, wow.
Yeah.
Well, we were gonna have corn dogs for dinner, but now that seems like a safety hazard, so. She's like, all right, get in the car, here we go, go to the doctor's office. So we drove down to the emergency clinic. I grew up in this tiny town. I've been seeing the same family doctor since I was like 5 years old. He's this 60-year-old Christian man, very Steve from Blue's Clues type of energy. Not great for the situation. He has no idea how to handle it. He's just like, okay, Kelsey, we're all a little confused as to what you did. Something with a manicure tool. Susan, do you know? Nope, nobody knows. Okay. Do I need to have a little look-see at your undercarriage? I'm like, just put me down like an old animal. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I can't.
At that point, it put me down. Yeah, I can never recover from this. I can never recover.
So he straps on his miner's headlight. To go spelunking for treasure. And he goes down and he pokes around with a Q-tip a little bit, and he comes back up and he's like, all right, so, from all the swelling and burning and inflammation, I can deduce that you are allergic to latex. So, going forward, that means no latex condoms, no latex gloves. Please don't do anything with balloon animals. Let's not do that. So I left the clinic that day with that knowledge that I'm allergic to latex. All my future boyfriends have been very happy about that, right? Just high fives all around, no condoms.
I think I like goat skin because I think my roommate in college, like, and I'm not gonna be putting everybody's business on blast, but y'all don't know him, and y'all probably never will. But his girl had a similar issue, and they use like goat skin condoms or something like that. So they're it, right? They have that,
just
right?
riddled with disease. Unfortunately, I didn't redeem my awkward reputation at school. I did all that to try and fit in, and instead word spread around the school of what happened, and everybody was like, hey, old Harry Bush made her pussy disappear. Check that out. The world's worst magician over here. I was so embarrassed. Like, this haunted me for 10 years. I was just mortified about it. And I honestly thought I was done with my latex encounters until 2 years ago. I moved to Los Angeles, and I went to a new doctor for my annual exam. And I was lying back on the table. He did the whole, fingers inside your business. And then I sat up as he was taking his gloves off. And I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
I was like, are those latex gloves? And he was like, yeah. Do you have an allergy? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. What happens when you come into contact with it? And I was like, my vagina tries to kill itself. And he was like, oh, shoot. Okay, well, there's not much I can do for you right now. I can prescribe you some cream that you can spread down there. I was like, it's not a bagel. I don't want to do that. So he writes me this prescription and he walks out and I'm just standing there so pissed. I'm like, there's no way I'm going through this again. Like, there has to be a way around this. So my survival instincts kicked in and I locked the doctor's office door behind me and I got another crazy idea. I was like, okay,
Oh my
I'm going to
days.
masturbate because if I can make myself come, I might be able to flush out the allergens before a reaction starts.
Dear heavy.
I think Bill Nye would be pretty proud of my plan.
At 15, I gotta say, you made a dumb decision. I'm not judging you because 15, we all do a lot of stupid stuff. But 2 years ago, I can't give you the same grace. Can't give you the same grace.
There's obviously no scientific research behind this at all. But I was just like, I just have to try this. I have to go for it. I'm also standing there like, I can't believe that 10 years ago I tried masturbating and I gave myself an allergic reaction. And now I'm going to masturbate to try to not have an allergic reaction. Really a decade of doing the Lord's work. This one. So I'm racing against the clock at this point. Like, this reaction's coming. So I drop my pants and I just I close my eyes. I try to find a way to be turned on. I picture that Channing Tatum's behind me just grinding it out. Some Pony by Genuine, just really encouraging me. And by the power of Magic Mike, I came and I did not have an allergic reaction. Thank you. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be your own douche. And now I think I should get the letters RX tattooed on these two fingers. They're the only prescription I need, motherfucker. All right, I'm Kelsey Cook. Thanks so much.
I mean, that was great. And the fact that nothing happened is absolutely freaking amazing. She figured out how to handle it herself. I have to now go get my son. Hope y'all enjoy. He's laying there just chilling. I'll see y'all later. Talk to me in the comment section. If you did enjoy, don't forget to